Alright guys, Norse mythology it is. So today we are checking out Why the Heck Am I in the Middle? So today we're checking out this channel, World Friends. We haven't watched one of their videos in a while, but this one is titled Norse Mythology Pronunciation Differences. Thor and Loki was not their real name. Okay. Well, what they mean is that it wouldn't be pronounced the way we do in English. Now here's the thing though. I'm really curious about this because who's gonna give the proper pronunciation? It's not like there is an Old Norse speaking right now in a country that speaks exactly the same language. And what I mean by that is, of course, we have a bunch of Nordic people that are gonna teach us, and that's fantastic. But the problem is that while Icelandic is probably the closest to Old Norse in terms of pronunciation, still, unless you study Old Norse pronunciation, it's gonna be different anyways. Anyway. Regardless, we'll see. Let's see. So let's see if I can recognize the flags. United Kingdom, Germany. Yeah, that's Iceland, is it? No, wait, Iceland is blue. This is Norway. Man, I always get the Nordic ones confused. All right, let's go by exclusion. This one I can see Sweden because yellow and blue. She's Dutch. Okay, so the opposite sort of to the English flag, if I remember right, this would be Denmark, because if you add a little bit of blue, it would become Norway. Am I right, or am I just making a fool out of myself? Is she South African, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Hey, we'll see. Let's go.
Thor, like that.
In the Netherlands, we say Loki.
Loki.
In Denmark, we say Loke.
Loki.
In Afrikaans we say Loki or Loki.
Okay, we have bigger variations this time.
Okay.
Hi. So today we're going to be talking about Old Norse mythology differences in each country.
Oh, so girls, how do you?
Alright, so basically like this is how they pronounce it in these countries rather than we're studying how it was actually pronounced in period. Alright, that clarifies it to me.
What do you know about Norse mythology?
Nothing.
Same. I only know stuff that was like in Marvel. Like that's literally all I know from Thor. I'm so sorry. Like that's literally all I know.
Wait, what?
I wonder if the British girl knows that when she says Thursday, she's literally saying Thor's Day, meaning the day of Thor. I wonder if she knows that one.
I thought you guys would like know a little bit more special considering that you guys come from like North countries.
I feel like for us, the Greek
Well, the Nordics.
and like Roman mythology is like more close culturally. Like we learn about it, but we don't learn about Norse mythology yet.
That's kind of strange because, to be honest, what the German girl is saying is kind of strange. It is weird. I mean, I appreciate, as a Mediterranean man, I appreciate that. I guess, yeah, we conquered you, culturally perhaps. But then again, she is Germanic. So in theory, you would expect. I understand perfectly what the Brazilian girl is saying here. I feel like I'm a member of this. I know everyone. I understand where she's coming from because even though, of course, the Nordic countries are the ones that you expect the most, but then again, Germany, goodness gracious, it's Germanic. But anyway.
I would say that I know, well, maybe I shouldn't speak too quickly, but I feel like I know quite a lot.
Good, be
like
safe.
also when I was a child, I used to read comics like specifically about Norse mythology.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the Valhalla ones.
Yeah.
So, and we just like, since it is part of the, very old culture of Denmark and Scandinavia in general, I think it's just like something we learn about. So, and I've always just loved it. Maybe I'm a weirdo, but I've been very interested in it.
I'm with you, girl. I totally understand.
But maybe I've forgotten everything. I don't know.
We had to learn runes in school at some point. There are different types depending on which era it's from, but we had to learn.
Of course.
So I do
Futhark
recognize some of them, but I think I need a refresher.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
I
old Futhark, elder Futhark, young Futhark. It's fascinating.
wish I had learned runes in school. That's so cool.
I agree.
I wish we still used runes. Now we have
She's
a different
right.
alphabet, yeah.
Yeah, what's up with the alphabet? Come on, Germanic languages, you should write in runes. She's absolutely right.
So cool. Oh,
I mean, I played Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
exactly. Me too. So like, I know a bit of
So,
it.
I mean, I have maybe 0.1 of like something to say about that. And,
He's Spanish, right? He's from Spain. He sounds like it.
and the how do you call the anime about, it's Netflix, Thorfinn? Like, their song is like really famous in TikTok. It's like, dun, dun. No, I cannot
Never
say.
mind.
Yeah.
You're like, never mind.
What was it called? When they go to America, yeah?
I mean, no, it's like blonde boy.
Yeah, no, but they go to America. They're like the first settlers in the US. But I forgot what it's called. What it's called?
Well, there's an anime that talks about Norse mythology.
Vinland Saga. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Vinland Saga. Yeah.
Finland Saga, I know the name.
It's based off a real thing, I think.
Sagas.
Vaguely.
Yeah, sagas.
Like, oh,
I know it.
A real
I'll
thing.
just be
Let's go.
reacting. I don't know much.
I mean, not more than me, to be honest. I'm just gonna be like, oh, that's so cool. Didn't know that.
Have you perhaps played God of War?
Yes.
That's all I know from Norse mythology. It comes.
Actually blew my head, but I understand the excitement. Yeah, I appreciate that. I think, believe it or not, regardless of all the new ones, my favorite still is the original first God of War 1. Hate Me All You Want. That's the one I like.
Either from Assassin's Creed or God of War.
Yeah.
But I think God of War is pretty accurate.
Right? I heard about it.
But the problem is I didn't finish.
No comment.
I played with PlayStation 2 and the game was like stopping all the time. So I have like to
What?
take it back, blow, and then put it back. So
I think you're getting confusing, mate. That's the cartridge era. That's before your time. You're too young for that kind of stuff. I know exactly what he's talking about, but blowing on a CD, that's why it wasn't working. You do that with cartridges. True and tested, by the way.
and then at the end I said, I will not play anymore.
So, do you guys think you have different names and like for the gods and for Norse mythologies? Like, for example, I know that Greek and Roman, they have different names for the same gods. So, do you think the same thing happens with Norse?
Not exactly the same gods, to be a little pedantic. It kind of depends, because there are slight differences between the gods, and sometimes the differences are not small. I have a dedicated video onto that. I'll see if I can remember to put a link. It's not just it's the same gods, but a different name. It's important to underline this kind of a myth, since we're talking about mythology.
Mythology?
I think it's gonna differ.
It's gonna differ a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we will just pronounce it in like our languages because
Obviously,
we don't
yeah.
have own names for it. We will just pronounce it like differently, I guess.
Maybe
Yeah.
our like vowel sounds will be a little bit different or something, but I think it will be the same name.
I also thought that we don't say Norse mythology. We call it, at least in Sweden, we call it Asatru, which means like they believe in Asa, and I'm pretty sure Asa means like the gods, or
Cool.
at least the inner circle of the gods. Yeah.
I mean,
Nice.
we say Nordisk mythology.
You could say that, but like
we also have Asatru, which is like the religion of.
yeah.
If you're enjoying this video so far, please take a moment to check out my Patreon page. With as little as a $5 support, you can help us ensure that we can continue to produce high quality and high researched content. And at the same time, you get access to polls, extra videos, unlisted streams, and much more. Thank you so much. Introduce yourself to what? The gods?
Thorfinn.
Who does have Lord?
Oh, we need the hammer again. Where did the hammer go?
Are they gonna pronounce the names?
In the UK, we say Thor.
In Germany, we say Thor. In Norway, we say Thor.
In Sweden, we say Thor.
In the Netherlands, we say Thor. In Denmark, we say Thor.
Probably Thor.
For me, it's funny because this is a name.
Favorite was, to me, I might be wrong, so please correct me if you are fluent or native of any Nordic language. But to me, the Swedish and the Norwegian sounded the same. She was from Norway, right? Well, let me double check.
In Norway, we say
Yeah.
Thor.
Okay, so yeah, look, it sounds like Thor.
In Sweden, we say Thor.
Thor.
In the Netherlands, we say Thor. In Denmark, we say Thor.
Probably Thor.
For me, it's funny because
Why does Danish always sound like it has nothing to do with the other languages? I don't know why.
this is a name, but
Yeah.
then when you say it like that, it sounds like you're saying toilet. Toa, like that, because it becomes TOA, and that's toilet in Swedish.
I'm sorry, Thor. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to
no.
people called Tor. Yeah.
Is this blasphemy?
That
Like,
sounds like death in German. We say Tod for death in German. With
Really?
a D at the end? Yeah, D. So when you said it, it kind of sounded similar.
Not very different, actually. Just just a slight pronunciation here and there that's very different. But
Cool.
like, yeah, Thor. Yeah.
Thor.
Bruh.
Sorry.
Gen Z.
Sorry.
So last year.
The god of the gods.
In
Yeah.
English, we say Odin.
In German, we say Odin. In Norwegian, we say Odin.
In Swedish, we say Oden.
In the Netherlands, we say Odin. In Denmark, we say Odin.
In Afrikaans, we say Odin.
Okay, so what I'm going to say about this, interesting. They're all very interesting. But I believe I've heard that the original Norse pronunciation in Old Norse was Odin. So, in this case, the closest would be the Norwegian, in my opinion. because she did pronounce the D as a the, so the interdental fricative, like in mother. And I believe that's exactly how it was pronounced in Old Norse, whereas in this case, Swedish was very different, and of course all the others.
I think like Denmark is very similar to German.
Yeah.
The pronunciation.
I guess I'm the only one going E, but we could say with I. It's less common, but E is the more proper.
Interesting.
African also said Odin.
Yeah, is the spelling the same in all the languages? No? How do you guys spell it?
Oh, with me E instead of I.
Oh.
We would write it like this.
But you wouldn't, like, again, the name is pretty much the same. You guys
But
don't
of
have a
course, yeah.
variation of that name.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. It's not going to be a Greek and... Because, again, these are all Germanic. Instead, Greek and Latin are completely separate families. While having been influenced, of course, there's a lot of Greek vocabulary that went into Latin, and we still create words and use words that clearly have a Greek basis. But Greece was like the power of... cultural power of the Mediterranean, if you will. But then again, they're still unrelated languages, whereas all of the Germanic languages are related. So there's that.
To say it is just the pronunciation that differs.
For me, it might be a variation. Like, might say Odin, but it's not as common as Odin. Yeah.
But it's still like, you know, like same. You can still get it anyway.
Of course, they use this one.
This is what I'm talking about.
See, I told you Marvel. I know from Marvel. This kind of Marvel.
To be fair, though, not that it's the fault of anyone here, but it is the fault of the educational system if people graduate high school and they don't know anything about like the ancient gods and the ancient traditions and the culture and the civilizations and the wars and the battles and the generals and all of that kind of stuff from Bronze Age and Iron Age. One, because it's absolutely fascinating, and if you teach it with passion, the kids will absolutely love it. But the other thing is that she's got to learn it from Marvel. What the heck is the school doing? What are they teaching? Like at this point, I'm confused because on one hand already we can complain about school for a lot of other reasons. Like you finish high school and you don't know how you pay taxes is already a big deal because you should learn how to do things like that. But then the other thing is like literally if you're not even building the cultural foundations of a student, then what are you doing really? It's not like, is it a freaking car park for students?
In English, we say Loki.
In German, we would say Loki, but I'm really not sure. I've never pronounced it in my life.
In Norwegian, we say Loki.
In Swedish, we say Loke.
In the Netherlands, we say Loki.
Loki.
In Denmark, we say Loke.
Loke.
In Afrikaans, we say Loki or Floki.
Floki. Okay, we have bigger variation.
Interesting. So of all of these, once again, I like the Norwegian one best. Swedish was cool too, though.
What is this time?
I said or in Afrikaans, not Floki. Of Loki.
Wait, the way you said it almost sounded like you said like lie. Like Luke.
Man, she's really into. She's like, again, the Swedish just does not. She has no forgiveness, no mercy for the Danish. No mercy.
What? Like what?
Toilet.
No.
Oh, that was Thor.
That was just one time.
What was it? What did it say?
I said it almost sounded like you said lie, like Luke.
I mean, he does lie.
Yeah, that's why. That's
He
why I
does
was
lie,
thinking
though.
it's related. Yeah.
Cool.
How do you say that again? Can you?
Log.
Log. So it turns into a G. It turns into a G. Look at the way the Norwegian is looking at her. She looks the other side completely. But the Norwegian is pointing. It's pointing. It's like, hey, I've got a Viking ship right next here. Anyways.
Is it a K or a G?
It's a K pronounced like a G.
Just softly.
We have very soft G's, yeah, usually.
Wow.
But there is nothing like strange
Yeah,
or like
no,
different.
no,
Like all of them like going same way. Look, I mean, I'm waiting for someone to say instead of Loki, like I don't know,
Like Arnold.
yeah, something like stuff.
Something very
Arnold.
different.
What do you mean? That's Arnold.
I mean,
just like
a random word. Yeah.
Completely different thing.
Yeah, Odin, Thomas.
Like as I mentioned, like I'm trying to see if there's anything that's gonna be compared to like the difference in the names. Just like Roman and Greek mythologies are different, but they're talking about the same god. Like the names are completely different. We're talking about the same. So I'm like, do we have anything here? You know?
not yet,
Not yet.
but maybe soon.
Let's go.
Oh, beauty and fierce warfare.
In English, we say Freya.
In German, we say Freya.
In Norwegian, we say Freya.
In Swedish, we say Freya.
In the Netherlands, we say Freya. In Denmark, we say Freya.
In Afrikaans, we say Freya.
So basically, it's just a difference of how you pronounce the R. Many of them are rolling it into a R, but of course, the German girl, at least High German specifically, her variation, she pronounced it like basically with the French, the uvula, the R sound, like when they say warum, so like Freya. But the others are doing either Freya completely. Anyways, vowel differences mostly. Vowel differences.
Oh, most are Freya, but I hear also Frey and Fra.
And Freya, yeah, she did say Freya. Was it the Danish?
But they just changed like that, the E
Yeah,
like
it's just
ah,
like
so it's just still.
And I think it's again regional, so like the country itself
This
like
is nice.
pronounce that vowel in a different way. But that's interesting. Well, I would say Freya, but like these are the words that I've heard in like Brazilian media about Norse mythology. I don't think we have a separate name for that. We would just like say it the way we read it. Although the J we would mute. We don't say it because if we did, we'd be like Freya.
Yeah, I mean same. I think it's also like Freya. If I have to read it as a Spanish, I will read like Freya, but I don't think someone say that. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's Freya.
For me, I remove the Y and it still becomes a Y sound.
It's same for me. We don't have the Y.
Like in your languages, does this word or this name actually have a meaning that you can think of? Like, oh, that reminds me of a word, or not really?
I just know she's also the god of sex and death. That's all I remember. So it's beauty, sex, death, and fierce war.
Is she also for death?
I just Wikipedia'd it earlier, and that's what I read.
I thought that was Hela.
That
Wikipedia is not a good source, though.
there's some gods that have kind of similar, but
There is probably some meaning, but I'm not.
So it's like freedom or like being free or something.
Yeah. Or like there's a few names like, oh, Linda. And for us, that means beautiful. Like,
oh, that's a common name in Sweden.
yeah. And that literally means pretty in Latin words.
Linda's also a name in English.
Yeah, exactly. But like we don't use that because for us it's weird. It just sounds like the word beautiful.
Oh, god of war.
Okay, God of War.
I don't know this one, but I think in English it would be like Tyr.
I also don't know this one, but I feel like it's gonna be Tür. But Tür actually means door in German, so I am not sure if this is the correct word or pronunciation. So
In Norwegian, it's Tyr.
In Swedish,
Tyr.
it is Tyr.
Tyr.
In the Netherlands, we say Tyr. In
Tyr. But she did the
Denmark, we say Tyr.
Tyr. So the T has a little bit of palatalization.
In Afrikaans, we say Tyr.
Tyr.
Wow.
I guess the Y is a word. It's a letter that in all of y'all kind of sound very different, right? I would say cheer.
I never met this guy.
Fenris Raven eats his hand. The wolf eats his hand, yeah.
Not the head. That's another guy.
Is that why he's holding his hand in the photo?
Okay. God of prosperity, fertility, sunshine, and fair weather.
Oh, this is the brother of Freya, right? Yeah.
oh wait, the pronunciation is the same.
She's Googling, which is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. What else do they have? Let me see. Let's go.
It's literally the same.
I think in English it's also going to be Freya, like because we don't have these kind of spellings in English, like with the J and the Y and stuff. So I think both of them in English would just be Freya.
I think it's gonna be similar in German. Maybe Freya. I'm not sure.
In Norwegian, we say Frey.
In Swedish, we say Frey.
In the Netherlands, we say Freyr. In Denmark, we say
Interesting sound. Frey.
Freyr.
In Afrikaans, we say Freyr.
Freya.
So we know that they are related, like Freya and Freyr, they're brother and sister, right? I have a question. In your language, is like the A in the end turns it into a female word or something like that? That would be maybe one of the reasons why Freya and Freyr.
Yeah, there are other gendered words. In Afrikaans, for example, we might have a different, if your job is teacher, and you're a man, you're an onderwijzer, but if you're a woman, you're an onderwijzeres. So is it something like that maybe?
Like the ending changes because of it.
I think we do have some names like that in Denmark.
Next, I want the gods.
Story about how he dies. So I researched about it recently.
He cannot die. Nothing can kill him.
Oh my gosh, these two are one against the... Look, he cannot die. You don't... But and she's like, if you say one more word...
Because Odin loves him so much. But there is only one thing that can't kill him, which is like a mistletoe, I think. Because that's something beautiful. That's like a thing. Why would that ever do harm? And then he makes Loki, because he is the bad guy. Like, he likes mischief, right? So he makes an arrow out of mistletoe and gives it to the blind god to then shoot him. him, and then.
Wait, so doesn't he say like just throw it and then he accidentally kills him?
No, it's because everyone thinks it's funny to try to kill Balder because nothing can kill him. So there's like a tournament or something where people will just like throw or shoot arrows at him, and then this poor person gets the killing blow.
There's a lot about like his mom, right? She's so upset about his death or like him dying or something like this, like the mother losing a son. The mythology of that.
He was like the most beloved god, I think so, and that's why Loki wanted to kill him.
Dude got killed for being too joy, too
pretty, too perfect.
Did I skip the pronunciation? Yes, I did. All right, let's check this one.
He was the god of fertility. That's all I know.
Why does he hair though?
Damn, that's a nice photo. He dies very dramatically. I actually know the story about how he dies. So I researched about it recently.
He cannot.
And fair weather.
Oh,
recently.
He can't. Odin and
Out of being could not take was called Balder. I remember. Out of them, yeah.
this from Thor.
You're seeing all of them.
Odin's days. I mean, sorry.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
That
Anyways, as I always say, I don't react to the whole thing so that you have a reason to go check the original video and give them a view. So consider this as a little bit of a... I know I don't do it with every video ever, but for these videos I like doing that. And so you can go and check them out, give them a view, give them a comment. I did enjoy it though. This was really fun. And we'll see if they do... Oh, please do one with the Roman gods. I'm definitely going to react to that. Thanks for watching. Hold it there, traveler. Do you know what this is? This is my Twitch channel called Metatron Gemini. I play a lot of games, it's a lot of fun. So don't be a muppet and click the link in the description box. Look, I even put it as a pinned comment. What else do you want me to do? I made it so easy. Come on. Follow me on Twitch. See you there.